Okay, you ready for this? Here we go. Milvad olas haboiker asher leolas hatamid ta'asu es EILEH ko'EILEH. Who doesn't know that? Who doesn't know the screaming, the crying, the excitement of the tzibor every Chol HaMoed laning when we get up to this very word, ko'EILEH, where the whole tzibor seems to say it, and you get a bunch of people who say no, no. Somebody did point out to me that the gematria numerical value of ko'EILEH is 56, the same as nun vav. So when people are saying ko'EILEH loud, and the other people in the congregation are saying no, they're actually saying the same thing. There's probably a deep vort there. I very much think there's a deep vort there because, and I'll explain what's going on here with ko'EILEH. So the first pasuk is telling us that aside from the carbon tamid that's going to be brought on the yontif, you have to also, because every day you bring a carbon tamid, besides for the everyday carbon that you're bringing also on yontif, you got to bring the yontif karbanos. Ta'asu es EILEH, also do these. And the pasuk says, ko'EILEH ta'asu layom shivas yamim. Like these shall you make each day of the 7-day period. Rashi says, what does that mean, ko'EILEH, like these? It means that they should not go down, shelo yu pochusin v'holchen. They should not progressively decrease, kipar yachag, as do the bulls of the Sukkot festival. We know the karbanos on Sukkot, they go down over the amount of days. Each day, the karbanos lessen in the amount, and it corresponds to the umus olam, to the nations of the world. And there's a figurative lesson, a message that their power, the nations of the world, their power over time decreases, whereas Klal Yisrael increases. And in fact, I did see that the karbanos of Sukkot, which is compared to the umos olam, that's in contrast to Pesach, the karbanos of Pesach, which corresponds to Am Yisrael, and maybe even particular to Avram Avinu. And there's something essential to these karbanos, ko'EILEH. No, we don't go down, we don't diminish, we're not poches v'holech. Rather, ko'EILEH, it's going to be like these, and we're gonna do it fresh, and we're gonna do it new, we're gonna do it exciting, we're gonna do it with excitement and with vigor, because we're not going down. Rather, a yid is every day is new, every day is fresh. Yeah, we're going to bring a carbon tamid, but also on this yantif, we're going to bring its own karbanos. We're going to bring the karbanos that are related to Pesach. And for each day of Pesach, ko'EILEH, you bring these special karbanos. But it's unique in the sense that it's not like the holiday of Sukkot, where the amount goes down and lessens day by day. No. Ko'EILEH, it's a newness. It's a freshness. And this is an empowering thought because it provides us with an insight into who we are and what we are as Yidden. We're ko'EILEH Yidden. We do things like these. We do it like this. This is how we do it, right? We don't go down. We're not pochis v'holech. Rather, we're mosef holech. We go up. We're mailim b'kodesh. We go up in kedusha. Each moment and each day is new. Each day is fresh. We do this like this. You know, when first time you put on tefillin, the bracha is that even when you're 100 years old, you should be doing it like these, like when you did it in the first time. Shabbos, the first time. Okay, let's say you're a Baal Tshuva or something. The first time you experience a Shabbos, so beautiful, amazing. Well, you know what? 10 years down the line, that Shabbos, the bracha is ko'EILEH. It should be like this. It should be like that. It should be like those times when it was fresh. And it should be like that. Ko'EILEH is an attitude where we can reflect on the newness of what was and say, you know what, I'm going to apply that to what is right now. I was thinking maybe this is pshat. We give a bracha when a boy gets a bris. We give a bracha shem shenichnas labris, just like he's entering into the bris. So too, he should enter into Torah chuppah and ma'asim tovim. And how beautiful of a bracha it is. Perhaps we're saying like this is that the boy entering into a bris, it's his first mitzvah. He's entering into the folds of Am Yisrael. It's such an incredibly lofty mitzvah. But he's entering into it. It's something new, right? So we're telling him, take that newness, take that yikanes. Yikanes means entering, where a person realizes he's always entering. There's always freshness. There's always newness. There's always a potentiality for a ka'ela to channel what was to make it now what is, a newness, a freshness. So the bracha perhaps is kishem shenichnas labris, just like you've entered into this bris and it's so new and it's amazing. So too can yikanes. Take this attitude of yikanes, take this newness, this freshness, this vigor, this passion. Take this yikanes and apply it to Torah, and apply it to chuppah, and apply it to ma'asim tovim. That when you're studying Torah, you should always be in the realm of I'm just entering. The Jewish people got to Torah, they were betachta sahar, at the foot of the mountain. No matter how far you climb, you're at the foot of the mountain. Remember, it's always supposed to be new. It's always supposed to be fresh. When it comes to relationships, that's the chuppah. Realize that there's always more for me to know. There's always more for me to learn. And approach it with a level of newness. And also with my tovim, that what can I do today to make the world a better place? How can I do this mitzvah? How can I do this ma'asim tovim? How can I do this with a little bit of freshness and newness? That perhaps is the bracha of shem shenichnas labris. We should always apply that nichnas and enter into whatever it is we're entering into. And it could be that's a deeper understanding of ka'ela. I did want to just mention, people have, some people specifically don't like when people say ka'ila. This is not a halachic shir, whether it should be said or not. But it is interesting to note, somebody pointed this out to me, that ka'ila has the numerical value of 56, which is the same as nun vav. And, people in shul, there's two camps. Some people say ka'ila, they say it out loud, and other people shah them, or they say nu. But essentially, they're all crying the same thing. Nu, ka'ila. Everyone's really saying the same thing. A yid wants to experience newness. A yid wants to experience a ka'ila. Yid wants to experience vigor and passion and live with the kishem shenechnas libers. Ken yikonis l'tar l'chuppah ma'asim tovim. May we be zoche to tap into this. And listen, I'll just end off. Asher l'lasa tamei tasu es EILEH ka'ela.